Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? I am super duper excited because I get to hang out with award winning author Lynette Eason on today. And guys, it is hot off the press. It's a book birthday for her on today. Her new release, Twilight Tactics, is available now. And hold tight because we'll be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy of Twilight Tactics. Not only that, you guys know what to do here at the cafe. Like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend to come on down to the cafe because we're hanging out with Lynette Eason on today. And as we always say here, she may spill a little tea. She may spill a lot of tea, but one thing we do know is there will be some tea that she will spill on today. Lynette, welcome to the cafe, my friend, and I'm going to allow you to introduce yourself to the people.
Well, thank you so much for having me, first of all. And it's always a great pleasure to be here. So thank you. And as far as introducing myself, I'm Lynette Eason. I am a wife, a mom, an aunt, all of those roles that come with being a human. Um,
Right.
and I'm an author, and that's my day job, which I really love. So, yes, I'm very blessed.
I love that. I love that. Well, Lynette, we are getting ready to dive into this amazing, amazing story that's edge of your seat good. And not only that, Lynette, I don't know if you know this about me, but I love a good romantic suspense. I love a good romantic suspense as well. So, for those who may be new to your writing, tell us a little bit about what you enjoy about writing romantic suspense.
So I have always loved romantic suspense. Growing up,
Really?
yeah, always. Like growing up, I was Nancy Drew, the Hardy Boys. And I guess I just started gravitating toward anything with romantic suspense. And I found Dee Henderson. I don't know if you've ever read anything by her, but she is amazing. And I found her and I was like, I know now what I want to write. I want to write like her. And anyway, I emailed her. She ended up being my mentor, taught me how to write, and here we are. And so I just love the fact that in the end, justice wins. It's
Yes.
like, that is not in real life. And so, but when you pick up one of my books, justice is going to win in the end. So I love that. And then there's the romance, the falling in love. Who doesn't love that? Well, okay, I suppose there are a few people, but for the most part, we all love a good love story, right?
I love that. I love that. And if I can add, Lynette, it's almost like we get the best of both worlds because I love a
Yeah,
good mystery. I love a good
yeah,
suspense. I even enjoy a good psychological thriller every now and then as well. And then throw in the
yeah.
romance. Oh my goodness. So yes, I love romantic suspense. Now, Lynette, let's talk a little bit about the spark behind the story. But before we do that, I want to know if I can get a little tea at the beginning. So the title of this is Twilight Tactics. And if my memory serves me correctly, this is going to be book one of a new series. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you share with us was or is Twilight Tactics the original working title or it came later? Tell us a little bit. Spill some tea if you can.
That was the original working title, believe it or not. They kept it.
Okay.
They kept
I,
it. Because a lot of the story happened at night because there was an attack at night and they had to be very tactical about their survival. So I thought that the title fit, and when it went to the board, the committee to vote on the title, apparently they thought so too. So here we
Well,
are.
I love that. I love the title, Twilight Tactics. Now, the cover is also amazing as well. And I want to ask you this kind of little behind the scene because as you share with us, this is the first book in a new series as well. But for you, what inspired this story, the first book, Tactics, Twilight Tactics? As well as this new series. Can you give us a little behind the scene of when you knew, okay, this is it, and I have to write the story. I have to tell it.
So I I was in the process of writing the previous series, and about halfway through that is when I started shopping another series for their publisher to buy. And so, well, I think it was actually the series before that, but whatever. And I needed something to present to them, and I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I did some brainstorming with some other writer friends, and I was like, "Okay, guys, give me some ideas. I need some ideas." And one of them mentioned, I believe it was something about a place of healing. What
Mm.
if you set a series around a place of healing? And I was like, ooh, I really like that idea. So we just took it a little bit further. So my one of my best-selling series is about a military. It's military adjacent. I don't write military books, but these are about characters who were in the military. They got out, and then they have to, adapt to civilian life, I guess.
Hmm.
And most of them ended up going into some kind of law enforcement, which happens a lot with military. And so I was like, you know what? I think I want to do this, make this military adjacent as well, because readers just really seem to like it. And so
Yeah.
I was like, what if we just put this? What if it's a place of healing? What if it's a ranch? Okay, so what can it be called? Broken chains. We're breaking chains. We're we have a therapist. We have all these people who need healing that are coming to this ranch. And by the time they get to this ranch, they have come to the point where they're accepting that they need help, and this is where they're going to find it. So um, yeah, so it was just something that in a brainstorming session with some other writers, and we just came up with it. And then I started breaking down the stories. So I had my location, I had what it was going to be in the setting and all that. And then I had to come up with characters that I could put there that would make sense for them to be there and their stories. So yeah, it's really cool.
I love that. I love that. Now, I want to ask you this, okay? Because if we can talk a little bit about Broken Chains, the birth of it, because the ranch is such a vivid and it's like a vivid and meaningful setting to the story. What inspired a recovery facility for veterans? And you talked about just a little bit, but what inspired that to become the center like of this book?
Well, it was just, it was like the setting is almost like another character in this story. The ranch itself is something that I think people will really relate to, that they can picture themselves there. It's
Yeah.
something that is very peaceful. Um, it's very, it's just a healing place. Well, it's supposed to be until people start getting shot at and, killed and stuff. But
So
um,
right, and then it's like, wait, I don't think it was
we
a
can't
peaceful
have
party.
we can't have too much peace in our romantic suspense, right? But not all of that takes place on the ranch, but in Twilight Tactics, a lot of it did. But so anyway, so it just I started doing some research on places like that, and there's not really one that is exactly like that. And so I wanted it to be a little different. I didn't want it to be exactly like something else. And so there are ranches where you can go and just, try to, I don't know. There's just nothing really like this. Um, and so I just wanted it to be a place where people could go live and not have to worry about the outside world. They go, they focus on their healing, they focus on counseling, they focus on God, they focus on just kind of figuring out what's next in life and how to coping strategies to deal with the trauma that they've been through. Because when you're in war, that's trauma, that's
Yeah,
traumatic. And it
I'll
leaves its
say.
imprint. Yeah. And so yeah. So that's what that was all about.
Now, Lynette, we're going to switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
This is going to be called caption hooks. Okay. So I'm going to give you a couple of captions that are hooks. And I want for you to share with me what comes to mind. Now, mind you, this is it's also Twilight Tactics edition. Okay, so when you think about
Yeah.
your response, so the first caption hook is two protectors, one witness. What comes to mind?
Sully and Piper and Ollie.
I would say absolutely, absolutely. Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Survival isn't optional.
Ooh, I guess the prepper compound.
Oh, okay, okay. This is getting good. Okay. Next one is trust under fire.
Oh, oh yes, the drone attack.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me just tell you, this story, y'all, is engaging, and I'm gonna spill a little tea. Lynette doesn't play around, okay? Y'all, let me tell you, in the first chapter, there's action. There is action in the first chapter, and she has you on the edge of your seat and everything with this book. So if you like a story that, of course, is romantic suspense, is action packed, the action starts in chapter one, okay? As well. Now, Lynette, let's talk about that a little bit. Is that intentional for you as well to drop us right in to the action in your stories?
Oh, absolutely. I try to do that with every single story. And if it's not in the first sentence, it's coming pretty quick.
It's coming pretty quick. I love that. I love that. Now, let's talk about these characters a little bit because these characters are definitely characters who carry danger, okay, as well. So let's dig into these characters a little bit. And so I'm going to ask you about some of the characters. And Lynette, if you can kind of describe them for us in a couple of words, or if there's something special you want to share about these characters, definitely do that at this time. So, of course, we got to talk about Sully. What can you tell us about Sully's character?
Okay, so Sully's character, he is a rule follower. He follows the rules. And so I mean, and it's gotten him in trouble a few times, believe it or not, being such a rule follower. But he also has such a big heart. Like he's a protector at heart. And I mean, obviously being an FBI special agent, that is it kind of comes with that. You want to be a protector. You want to protect those that can't protect themselves, so to speak. And so that's that's just kind of who he is in a nutshell. He's a protector, but he's also a rule follower. So when he decides to ditch the rules and take Ollie to the ranch. So Ollie, I didn't explain who Ollie was. Ollie is a 14-year-old witness to a murder that he and his partner are protecting, and it
Yes.
just seems like everybody finds them. The people after Ollie find them, and so he's like, okay, we're going off the grid, and so he breaks the rules and he takes her to the ranch. So so yeah, so that's kind of a hard decision for him, but you know, and but he's also very, I guess what's the word? He has common sense, and
Yeah.
you know, he's like, okay, something's not making sense. We got to do something different. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, absolutely. Now, I want to dive into this a little bit more when it talks about Sully's character because he does, even though he's a rule follower, he does have drive. And when he arrives, of course, you know, he's determined to protect Ollie, and she's going to tell us about
mm.
Ollie in just a moment. She's a teen witness. But for you, can you spill a little tea? Like, what personal history or emotional truth full Sully's protectiveness over Ollie? And there's another person that he protects too. But what kind of fuels that for him?
So probably so that his past fuels that for him. There were some people, a person in particular in his past that he just couldn't protect, and that he
Yeah.
wanted to follow the rules, and as a result, something happened, and I don't want to spoil the story. So, his past has a lot to do with his decisions, with his whole personality, and our past shape us.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, good or bad, that it's going to shape us. And so, I will say that Sully's past had a lot to do with where he finds himself at the start of the story.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that too. Now, let's talk about Ollie a little bit because Ollie is young, traumatized for sure, but crucial to the case. Okay, so definitely
Yeah.
they are protecting him. Tell us a little bit about what it was like writing Ollie's character.
So everybody thinks Ollie is a guy. Ollie is a 14-year-old girl,
Girl.
and yeah, and she comes from a really rough background. She was in the foster system, and so she just had it rough. And then she was just in the wrong place at the wrong time and witnessed a murder by a mob. It was a mob hit, and so she ran, and but they saw her and chased her, and but she did what she should have done, which was report it, and they put her in protective custody, and she's determined that she is going to testify when the trial comes. But she's also got some special needs going on with her and her health, and so that makes it a challenge as well. But she's just so feisty. She has so much fight in her, and she's just a cool character. I really had fun writing her.
And Lynette, I'm glad you said that because I thought so too. And she's super smart.
She is so smart.
She
I
is
wanted her
super
to be, I mean, she
smart.
has to be smart in this situation.
Yes.
I could not make her intelligence like subpar. She's gonna have to be smart to
Yes.
survive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love how also you weaved a building relationship with her. And is it Elena? Am I saying her name right? Elena?
Elena.
Yes,
Yeah.
I loved how their relationship kind of built over time, and it was like a journey, and how they were there for each other as well. Tell us a little bit
Yeah.
about that, about writing those two characters and connecting those characters.
Well, I think Elena could really relate to Ollie in a way just because of the way Elena grew up. And I mean, she wasn't in the foster system, but she had her own kind of quirky family, and
Yeah,
so yeah, you know, that's one way to put it, right? And so
right,
I think they just okay. So neither one of them really trusted very easily, and so
right.
Ollie, yeah, and so Ollie wasn't gonna just latch on to somebody and be, oh, I trust you, everything's great, everything's wonderful, you take care of me. No, it was gonna take some real effort on Elena's part to show Ollie who she was
Oh
and give
yeah,
her a reason to trust her, and
yeah,
so. I mean, I think Ollie pretty much trusted Sully and his partner Piper because I mean that was their job, was to trust, to
yeah.
protect her. So I feel like she trusted them to a certain extent, but she was not she's not an open door girl. She was very closed off, and I just think that made sense for her character. And Elena could relate to that because she keeps herself kind of closed off as well, just because of
Yeah.
her past. And so I thought, if I threw these two characters together, have them butt heads a little bit, and then see what happens from there. And I really like the way it turned out.
I do too. And Lynette, the part of it that makes it kind of unique and so special is that both Sully and Elena, they have to build trust, but also Elena and Ollie have to build trust, all in the midst of this brewing danger.
Yeah, I know, right? Yes.
Was that fun to write for you too? Like I mean, you're building trust and all these things, but at the same time, there is like danger lurking, and then there's action that takes place and stuff like that. What was that like for you to write?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And so that's fun. The action scenes, the danger, that's actually like my favorite pieces to write. They go really fast. And then I have to go back and edit them and make sure that they are really getting the danger and the suspense across like I want them to. But I do. I probably enjoy writing those kind of scenes more than anything. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Now, I want to ask you this, and you can spill as much tea as you would like. When you think about all the characters that make up Twilight Tactics, even some of the characters that we haven't mentioned yet, is there a character, Lynette, that surprised you, that you was going in one direction and they was like, no, 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 I want to go this way. They begin to speak in a different manner on the page. Can you share if there was a character?
Oh, you mean like if I was working with a character, writing about a character, and they just decided they were going to go one way when I was having them go this way?
Yeah, or they
Yeah.
surprised you how they ended up showing up on the page.
I would, well, yeah, because I would say the villain that ended up being the villain. was not
Really?
originally my villain until pretty
Ooh,
far
yeah,
into the
tea.
story.
That's
Yeah.
definitely tea.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was kind of unplanned. And so, but the funny thing was, and I've done that before, but the funny thing is it always just kind of works out. And I must have it in the back of my head and not even realize it's there, because when I get to this point and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I need a twist here, and this would be a really good twist. And so
Ooh.
yeah, yeah. So hopefully the villain surprises the readers, because they sure surprised me. But yeah.
Now, well, talk about spilling some tea. Talk about spilling some tea. I love that. Now, Lynette, we're going to switch it up a little bit, my friend. We're going to do 3 words, and I'm going to share with you a group of words. And I want for you to share with us what's the first thing that comes to mind. Now, you don't have to dissect each word one by one. You can actually think of the words collectively and tell me what comes to mind. So, first up is survival with purpose. What comes to mind? Survival with purpose.
Survival with purpose.
Uh huh.
Oh gosh. Probably Elena's reasons for staying in the vicinity or in the location that she has stayed in.
Ooh, okay. I like that. I like that. And Jennifer says she love a good plot twist. Me too, Jennifer. I love a good plot twist as well. Next one is past meets present. Past meets present.
Oh,
What comes to mind?
Elena's family.
Ooh, I like that answer, guys. If you haven't read the book, let me just tell you, definitely that is past meets present. Elena's family. Okay, this is a good one. Love under fire. Love under fire. I
That is the whole book. Elena and Sully in the whole book.
love that. I love that. Now, we're going to do a little bit of rapid fire. Now, this is where it gets fun. And again, it's the first thing that comes to mind. Favorite Elena skill? Like, what is the survivor skill you loved giving her? So, your favorite Elena skill.
My favorite Elena skill. Ooh, being able to think under pressure.
Oh, that's a good
I'm
one.
so bad at that. Like, this is really testing my list. Being able
Ooh,
to think under
Lynette,
pressure.
I like that one. Thinking under pressure. Okay, this is a good one, Lynette. Ollie in one word. So describe her in
Ollie,
one word.
Ollie and
Ollie
one
in
word,
one word.
determined.
Ooh, okay, that's a good one for her. Um, this is a little different. What is Lynette's favorite writing snack?
Milk duds. It's a choice between. It's a hard choice between milk duds and plain M&Ms.
Really?
I love milk duds. I love plain M&Ms, and I don't need them. But when the deadlines are getting close, I reach for the milk duds or the plain M&Ms.
Wow, I love that. I love that. Now, I want to ask you this about these characters that make up Twilight Tactics. Again, when you think about these characters, you share with us, if there was a character that surprised you. But now we want to know: is there a character that was like the most interesting and borderline fun for Lynette to write? But on the flip side, is there a character that was a little more complex in this story for Lynette to write?
I would say, I keep coming back to Ollie. She was a very complex character for me to write, to be honest, because I was working in her health issues. And what was the first part of that question?
Like, was there a character that was kind of borderline fun, interesting for you
Oh,
to
fun
write?
and interesting. Okay. Well, that was Ollie too. Now I really enjoyed writing. Elena's character was really fun to write. She was complex.
Ooh,
When it comes to, yeah, because of all of her family stuff, the
and
family
her
issues.
backstory, yes.
Yeah, and I would say the prepper community was really how I had to set that up and make it work. I don't give away too much. I'm trying to think through my words here. But that was really fun. The characters because there was one specific character, and I called her Lindy Grace. And you remember her? She was one of Elena's friends at one point in their childhood, and then of course Elena's sister Iris was very. I didn't know what I was going to do with her when I got to that point.
Ooh,
I just did
really?
not I did not know what I was going to do with her. And yeah, it took me a little while to figure that out. Yeah.
Y'all, listen, Lynette is spilling the tea. She is spilling the tea. If you guys are just joining us, we are hanging out with Lynette Eason on today. And not only are we hanging out with her, we are celebrating. This is her book release day on today. So from the Literary Cafe, Lynette, happy release day. Happy pub day. We're so excited for you because Twilight Tactics is hot off the press. So of course, guys, feel free to wish her a happy release day, happy pub day in the comment section as well. If you have a question or two, feel free to put it in the comment section as well. Now, I want to ask you this, and this kind of stems from your last question that you answered. Share a little bit with us about the research for this book. What was that like for Lynette, and what was that process like?
Yeah, research is one of my absolute favorite things. I love it. So I've been writing about law enforcement for a long time now, and I feel like I've learned a lot. But there's still those nuances that when you are not when you are not in that profession, there are things you just don't know that you don't know. And so thankfully I have an FBI agent buddy who reads my stories for me and gives me lots of feedback. So as far as that research is concerned, I just basically run that by her for the law enforcement. Yeah, you got this. Now let's fix this kind of thing. But then I had to research. I had to research this. You're gonna laugh at this. So here's some tea for you. So on the new cell phones that we have, this is an iPhone 16, and
Uh-huh.
I think if you have a 14 on up in the newer, you have that SOS satellite uh, feature where if you don't have a signal, you can go outside and you hold your phone up and you can find the satellite and you
Yeah.
can text or get a message out that you're in trouble. Well, I needed that not to work. And so I had to do because I needed the ranch to be completely cut off where nobody could call for help, nobody could text for help, nobody could
Yeah.
send up a carrier pigeon for help. So I had to figure out how to make sure that satellite feature on cell phones now did not work. And talk about research. That was a huge headache. But we made it work. We got it so that it's at least believable, I think. So we shall see.
We
Anyway,
made it work. We made the research work. Okay. I love that. I love that. Now, of course, Lynette here at the cafe, my friend, we have to play a round of this or that. I promise you there is no right or wrong answer because it's all things according to Lynette Eason. But are you ready for the plot twist? It
I'm
is
ready.
this or that Twilight Tactics edition.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Lynette, first one, instinct or training? Instinct or training?
Training.
Okay. Ranch refuge or ranch battleground?
Ooh, ranch
Ooh.
battleground.
Ooh. Okay. I love it. I love it. The plot thickens. Okay. Silent approach or full pursuit? Silent approach or full pursuit?
Silent approach.
Okay. Okay. Next up, hidden past or present danger?
Present danger.
Okay. Last one, protect the witness, protect the team.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Protect the witness.
Protect the witness. I love it. I love it. Lynette, thank you so much, my friend, for playing a round of this or that. Twilight Tactics edition. Now, of course, guys, we do have a giveaway on today. The giveaway is a copy of Twilight Tactics. Is sponsored by her publisher. They will give one person a copy of Twilight Tactics. And so, Lynette, I'm going to get you to be my handy dandy assistant. I'm going to go up and down the comment sections, and you're going to tell me when to stop. And that person will be the winner of a copy of Twilight Tactics. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let me get ready. Okay, I am ready when you are.
Stop.
Whoop. Hold on. Sorry, I did something weird. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Stop.
Okay. JB Williams, you are the winner of today's giveaway. It is a print copy of Twilight Tactics. If you will inbox me your information, we'll be sure to get that over to her publisher to get you a copy of her new release that just came out today. So congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us as well. Now, of course, Lynette, the time goes by so fast, my friend. It has been amazing hanging out with you. But before we go, of course, we have to tell the people how can they get their hands on a copy of Twilight Tactics? And it is available in ebook and it's available in print, right?
Yes, it is. And Amazon.com has it. But I will say, if you order from Baker Book House, I mean, it's just bakerbookhouse.com, you get 40% off and free shipping on a hard copy. They do also have the ebook edition as well, but if you order on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and you can get it pretty much anywhere, christianbook.com, they're big supporters of my books, and of course, I want to always send you to them or Baker Book House, but you can get it pretty much anywhere. And I would like to encourage you to sign up for my newsletter. I do send out a monthly newsletter. If you sign up, you get a free read. You basically get a free read every month. Now, I'm not writing all of them. I recommend other authors, and but there's a free read just about every month in my newsletter. So that's at LynetteEason.com. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on TikTok, but I spend most of my time deleting and blocking people on TikTok, so don't go there. But TikTok's just too weird for me. I don't know how to use it. Kudos to the people who do, but that's how you can find me. And I would love, love, love for you to follow me or sign up for my newsletter.
I love that, guys. And there you have it. She shared with you how you can get a copy of the book. You can go to Baker Book House. You can go to christianbooks.com. Of course, you can go to Amazon and also where books are sold. Make sure you get a copy of Twilight Tactics. And after you read it, guys, definitely leave my friend Lynette Eason a review. I know that she would be so appreciative of that. And not only leave her a review, tell a friend to get them a copy of it. Book clubs is a great book for you guys to read as a book club. Oh my goodness. Or if you want to buddy read with someone, there's lots of things to talk about to buddy read as well. And of course, make sure you stay connected with my friend Lynette Eason. Go to her website, www.lynetteeason.com. Sign up for her amazing newsletter as well. And then follow her on social media as well. And of course, Lynette, we have to allow you, my friend, to have the last words of what you want to say to the people.
Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you for being readers. I love you, and I love hearing what you have to say about my books and what you think and if you enjoy them. So thank you so much.
I love that. And Lynette, last question. Twilight Tactics in one word.
Riveting.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you so much, Lynette, for hanging out with us on today. Happy release day, my friend. And again, thank you for joining us here at the Cafe on today. That's our show on today, guys. Go get you a copy of Twilight Tactics. Tell a friend to get them a copy as well. Read it and enjoy. And as we always say here at the Cafe, have an amazing day. Because Lynette and we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Bye.